Cena defending the title against anyone, anytime. A lot of interest. Competitors have answered Cena's open challenge over the past few months. Punk coming out here might be his biggest showdown yet. There's no might about it, Cole. This is the biggest challenge yet. And this one certainly feels more personal. Punk has always resented Cena, and for a time he had Cena's number with multiple victories against the franchise.
I think Punk might be a bit jealous of what John's been able to accomplish since winning the title at WrestleMania. Punk's never held the US title, and you know he'd like to win it and become an even better champ than Cena.
Chopping down the tree right at the trunk. The John Cena US Open Challenge has already given so many opportunities to up-and-coming talent in WWE. Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, even Bad News Barrett. All great competitors, no doubt, but this is turning into a brawl.
This is more like a ballroom brawl between these two.
Now the competitor is backing down.
All this heavy artillery is really adding up.
Toe-to-toe, treating each other like heavy bags. Oh, sent flying. I'm still in shock they were able to jump that high. Cena has to be feeling pretty confident with the champion's advantage on his side here. Yeah, but you better be the pin for the championship. The challenger doesn't even allow a 1 count.
A bit surprising that didn't even get more than a 1 count.
Over neck breaker. Picture perfect. CM Punk has accomplished so much in his career. ECW champion, Intercontinental champion, Tag Team champion, World champion. But he's never won the United States title, guys. How much does CM Punk want this title tonight? He craves the United States title, Cole. If you want to call yourself the best in the world, holding every title of note's a key indicator of the moniker. And you know Punk wants to add his name to the list of legends that have held the United States Championship over the last 3.5 decades.
But even a competitor, the level of CM Punk is subject to curses. We've often seen competitors who are 1 title shy of a Triple Crown or Grand Slam just getting mental block when it comes to getting the last title on the list. Punk might already be seeing this title filling that last spot on his mantle and thinking that far ahead against a competitor like John the Champ looking to retain.
And he doesn't let the pin last long at all.
Might have caught a second wind here.
Not looking good. In this position.
Big slap.
Gentlemen, it is always a treat to see CM Punk and John Cena face off in a championship match. The last 2 times that Punk challenged Cena for a title held by the franchise, they were 2 of the greatest matches in WWE history.
CM Punk versus John Cena at Money in the Bank 2011 and their rematch at SummerSlam were both classics and define the careers of both men. We've had plenty more amazing matches between these 2 men since that night, but when it's Punk gunning for a title around Cena's waist, it's just magical.
And this is a moment we've seen so rarely. John Cena's U.S. title might finally be slipping out of his grasp. Float over neck breaker. Picture perfect. Guys, I've been doing this for almost 2 decades, and I've never seen a fighting champion quite like John Cena right now.
But you're right, Cole. Granting weekly title shots to mystery opponents is gutsy on a level even the...
From the top, body on body. Wow. And CM Punk is leaving no breathing room here.
Yeah, you can just tell that Punk's outthinking Cena right now.
Crank in the head. Cena warding him off. Cover for the title. And he only stays down for a 1 count.
You've got to be kidding me. How was he able to kick out at this point?
Holy, that was an awful landing. John Cena's been holding open challenges for nearly 4 months. Week in and week out, he's told the locker room, if you want some, come get some.
And many have taken some, even if none of those challenges have yet to pry that title from Cena's hands. You've got to think that Cena is not at 100% given the caliber of competition he's requesting each week. I believe CM Punk has the highest odds yet for a competitor who has answered this call.
Heading out, but needs to be aware of the referee's count. Hooked up. Some serious damage to the arm being inflicted here.
Opponent lifted up. Draw. Meet knee. Nails the GTS. Championship on the line. This could be it.
And now thrown back into the ring.
Cena letting his opponent know who's in charge here. Bam! Well-placed count. Punk and Cena have to be digging down to their deepest reserves right now.
They look absolutely exhausted, but I don't think either one of them is near giving up yet.
An uninterrupted surge against Cena here.
Oh, we know what's coming here. Ladies and gentlemen, go to sleep. Are we about to see a title change here?
And they're still in this.
Taking your opponent's best shot and still somehow finding...
He turns it.
Went for the submission, but the opponent got too close to the ropes.
Uh-oh, sweet dreams coming.
Sleep. This may be the challenger's moment.
There's 2.
And new U.S. champion, CM Punk.
Here is your winner, and the new United States Champion, CM Punk.
Gentlemen, I think this is the start of a whole new chapter for CM Punk. He is the new United States Champion.
Punk just outsmarted, outlasted, and outperformed Cena tonight.
And it may... has come to finally answer the question of just who really is the best in the world. The phenomenal AJ Styles, the Second City Saint CM Punk, face-to-face in a WWE ring on the grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania.
Styles and Punk have traveled up and down the same roads, wrestled in the same high school gyms and armories, competed internationally, and honed their craft to the point where they can both be called the best. But tonight, all roads have led them to this one, where only one of these men can be called the winner.
We're so lucky to be seeing CM Punk and AJ Styles facing off tonight. Well, they have done battle in the past, crossing paths multiple times in the independent scene in the early 2000s.
Look, I'd pay top dollar to see any version of these two men facing off in the ring, but back then, AJ Styles wasn't the Punk phenomenon. Punk had yet to become the best in the world.
Indeed, gentlemen, we are seeing the best versions of both men in this ring tonight. And on the biggest stage possible, CM Punk versus AJ Styles was tailor-made for WrestleMania.
And a quick pin attempt. And he gets the shoulder up.
He thought he did more damage than he actually did. Calf kick on the money.
This could spell danger for AJ. Driver
Spiked him. I've been very fortunate to have faced off with both of these men earlier in their careers. I've spent time with each of them outside of the ring, and I can tell you that they both have a chip on their shoulder tonight. They're excited to be competing against one another for sure, but both men believe they should be in the main event of this show every year.
Given the immense in-ring talent, I can fully believe it, and I fully
Take him!
massive. Punk scaling the turnbuckles.
Perched up top.
Diving knee drop. Taking a chance. One more. Triangle. And for some reason, he just broke his own submission hold. Triangle. And he's releasing the hold. I guess he might have something else in mind here.
CM Punk and AJ Styles are both absolute geniuses when it comes to in-ring IQ.
Pretty good so far.
Both have great striking and submission skills as well. But the outlying categories will be what defines this match.
I'm with you 100% on that, Corey. AJ Styles has the edge when it comes to aerial attacks. CM Punk is the better brawler. I expect each man to make this his
really good on
and
that,
whoever
but
is
I know
more
this field is
successful in
really
doing
good
so
matchup for some
is
people.
likely to end up the victor.
Yeah.
Specifically targeting the leg. Not so fast. Hurricanrana.
I mean, I'm playing the showcase right now.
WrestleMania debut. Punk has been here quite a few times. We've seen Punk fight fair at WrestleMania, but just as often we'll see
Yeah,
him come
I mean,
to
that
us.
plays pretty good.
Indeed, in the past we've seen Punk call in reinforcements against Rey Mysterio, using foreign weapons when attempting to end the Undertaker's streak. But tonight is a bit different. Punk has long wanted to prove that the best in the world is even better than Punk's had enough. He's looking to end this here.
Thunderous club comes down. Axe handle finds its target.
Going for the heel now and cranking that joint.
So much torque on the knee and ankle. Overwhelming offense down for Punk.
And at this pace, Punk's not going to let Styles get his bearings anytime soon. CM Punk looking to turn out the lights.
Got to sleep. Styles wasn't ready. It could be over.
Cover. Kicks out. Just kicked out.
Never say die. Never fade, but sustain. That's AJ Styles here.
CM Punk thought that was enough. We thought that was enough, but somehow it didn't earn the 3 count.
And he evades sudden, swift, and brutal impact.
The arm getting pummeled. Styles has the momentum against him here.
Yes,
You can't deny that both Punk and Styles gave their all in this match. Truly, we just witnessed a match for the ages.
And while AJ was just as phenomenal as he claims to be, CM Punk put his foot down and made perfectly clear to both AJ and the entire WWE Universe that he truly is the best in the world.
At long last, Kurt Angle and CM Punk face off inside a WWE ring. And on the biggest stage here at WrestleMania, Kurt Angle is set to... He makes the choice to abandon the hold.
Got out of the way of that one.
Remember, this match came to be in quite a rude fashion. Angle is ready to choose his final opponent, and CM Punk stole that choice away from him. A classless act from someone who...
Soaring. Crossbody from the top.
High rent district for CM Punk.
Wants to finish this.
Look out.
What a crossbody.
Attempting high-risk move after high-risk move at a breakneck pace. And CM Punk's maintaining the advantage now.
Punk is managing to out-wrestle Kurt freaking Angle.
Any advice for CM Punk here? Taking on a gifted technician like Kurt Angle.
Punk's no slouch when it comes to holds and technical abilities, but let's be clear, he's not on Angle's level. That means Punk really needs to avoid getting taken down to the mat. You don't want to be on your back trying to out-wrestle Kurt Angle. I talked to Punk earlier today. He said he fully expects Angle to be a step quicker than he's been recently. A little more intense, the Kurt Angle of old.
Fitting American sports analogy here for an American hero. You gents
Yeah,
correct me
tap
if I'm
out Kurt
wrong.
Angle.
It's like a legendary baseball player taking his final swings at the plate. He may not have much left, but he still may hit a home run.
Very true, Wade. You said that correctly. I'm very proud of the American that you've become.
And for Kurt Angle, you can't...
Didn't he just tell me no in a short cross the play like 2 seconds ago? But clearly he doesn't want it. Okay.
Despite what has transpired leading to tonight, there's a level of respect that CM Punk has for Kurt Angle. Punk might even have love for Angle, but Punk will not be sorry about beating Kurt in his final match.
There's all this talk about the storybook ending, the beautiful button on the career for Kurt Angle, a big win at WrestleMania. Think of what this would do for CM Punk. Think about what's driving Punk right now to say that he is the man who beat Kurt Angle in Kurt's final match of his Hall of Fame career.
There would be nothing for CM Punk to apologize for tonight. He would just be ending all of Kurt's built-up pain.
Kurt Angle in need of a reprieve.
Angle's having trouble dealing with the best in the world.
This is a match the people have been wanting to see. The Olympic gold medalist taking on the best in the world. A match that can propel both men's legacies even further.
And CM Punk is in control.
CM Punk is firmly in the driver's seat.
Oh, a boot to the back.
Working on the arm.
Oh.
Oh. Painful attack, focused on the chest.
Thumped with a big blow. Clubbing blow.
A string of counters.
Beautiful. Neck breaker after the float over. That was brilliant. Ball kick connects.
He has hold of Punk.
Oh, what a back body drop.
Punk avoids the attack. Nice takedown there. Smooth transition.
He's able to reach the ropes and force the release. It knew what was coming there.
CM Punk connects with a Uranagi and textbook CM Punk anaconda vice grip.
And you can see him struggling to break this hold.
He gives up. It is over.
Here is your winner, CM Punk.
This was one to remember. And certainly a victory CM Punk will never forget. Forcing Kurt Angle to tap out to end his career with a loss here at the showcase of the Immortals.
A fitting end to an incredible career. Kurt leaves here a warrior who can hold his head high with pride. Angle gave so much to this industry, and we thank him for all he's done.
You can just feel how much tension is in the air here at WrestleMania. CM Punk facing possibly his biggest challenge to date.
There's really no telling what we're about to witness here with The Fiend. We've already seen a lot of diabolical mind games, and I'm sure those are far from over.
This match is going to change Punk forever. Whether he wins or loses, he'll never be the man he was before he entered the cell tonight.
Both of these men have made careers by changing with the times. Punk has gone from indie darling to extremist to straight-edge cult leader to the best in the world.
I will agree that Punk's ability to evolve is commendable, but I don't think anyone has undergone a transformation quite like Bray Wyatt when he became The Fiend.
Indeed, gentlemen, Bray Wyatt was a dominant force in the main event already. But as The Fiend, he's almost unbeatable. Wonder if Punk will need to change it again to overcome tonight's challenge. Ooh. He's going up.
From above!
From the top. Wards that off. What a response.
Something that should not get lost in all of this chaos. Before he was The Fiend, before he was Bray Wyatt, the man under that mask was actually a follower of CM Punk.
Yeah, sure.
Cover here. Is it enough? Gets the shoulder instantly. Still in it. Using the rope to their advantage.
Very effective. Trying to take away that grip, that range of motion on that end.
First a knife-edge chop, and now continuing the attack on the knee. Looking to take the legs out.
Wrestling 101. If you can't stand, you can't fight.
Here we go. DDT. Spiked.
Connected hard with the calf kick.
CM Punk may have broken through. His attacks really seem to be registering against the Fiend.
And connects with the kick.
Oh, that'll send a shot down your spine.
Going to be agonizing for the arm.
Fiend eludes that.
Fending off the Fiend.
Oh, what an accident. Oh, lands the kick. Nice movement from Punk, and the Uranagi connects. And now...
And he decides to let his opponent out of the holes.
Might have felt like he was losing a grip and didn't want the opposition to counter out of his...
I can't imagine what's going through Punk's mind right now. Not only taking on the Fiend, but being locked inside the Hell in a Cell with that monster at the showcase of the Immortals.
His nerves have to be shot. Double leg takedown and trying for a quick pin hit. Well. What is he thinking right now? Hopefully he does not regret it. Boom!
Well, according to my notes, CM Punk is entering experience against Bray Wyatt, but in reality, he's never seen this side of Bray.
Something else to note is that Punk's previous matches with Bray were tag team contests that included the rest of the Wyatt family.
Wow, so Punk's first ever singles match with Bray Wyatt is against the Fiend? I rarely bet against the best in the world, but this is a case where I just might.
CM Punk locked inside Hell in a Cell with the Fiend on the grandest stage of them all. The Fiend has no control here.
Punk fighting through the fear and putting a pounding on the Fiend.
This has to be such an uneasy feeling for Punk right now. He's usually trying to outthink his opponents.
Yeah, but how in the world do you outthink something that doesn't even think like a human? I think Punk's going to have to rely on his speed and technical abilities here if he even wants to remotely have a chance at beating the Fiend.
Piercing chop.
Punk now with a quick duck under and a Uranagi converts it.
And he just decides to end the hold.
Wonder what he's thinking here.
CM Punk looking to end things here. GTS connects.
Outlook is bad for the Fiend. And staying with it, into the cover.
He kicked out.
Somehow mustering the strength to kick out at the last second.
Punk took his best shot, gave him everything he had, but just couldn't get the pin. And Punk is really putting the pressure on.
Punk shifting things to his favor against the Fiend.
Bang! What a move. Right on the arm.
The Fiend wards him off.
Brutal clap.
Not so fast. Hurricane.
Oh, right in the arm.
Oh, God, that hurt.
And able to skirt around that attack.
Oh, kick right to the back. The Fiend is not accustomed to this position.
A series of disabling maneuvers from Punk. And Punk now lifting his opponent up. And back.
Oh, GTS.
Will that sew this up for Punk?
2. CM Punk beats the Fiend.
Here is your winner, CM Punk.
I don't know how on earth Punk was able to do it, but he's standing victorious over the Fiend here tonight.
Yeah, but does he really think this will be the end of the nightmares? I think it's just the beginning.
That's a nightmare that can wait until Punk goes to bed tonight. For now, he's just happy to defeat this monster on the grandest stage of them all.
Big-time tag team action underway here as CM Punk and AJ Lee take on The Miz and Maurice.
Yes, and we're about to find out just who is the true ultimate power couple here in WWE.
Well, there's only one it couple, and no offense, but it's not Punk and AJ. The camera loves Miz and Maurice, and Miz and Maurice know that nothing looks better on camera than beating two of the best in the world.
AJ Lee recently making her WWE return after a decade away. She spent that time becoming a best-selling author, a TV and movie producer, and getting herself back in the proper mental state to compete again. Seems to have worked as she instantly reinserted herself into the main event scene.
That has to eat at Maurice a bit. Don't get me wrong, Maurice has had some major matches since her retirement, but the vast majority of them have been at the side of her husband. I wonder if we see Maurice put a bit more effort to take command of this match tonight to prove that she can get back to the top of the women's division all by herself.
Oh, what an axe handle.
And CM Punk's maintaining the advantage now.
Yeah, the It Couple's spotlight's really being dimmed right now. Punk and AJ are absolutely rolling.
The list of accolades for Punk and AJ may be a smidge longer. Their in-ring skills may be a smidge higher, But there's one aspect of this that the It couple has over their opponents tonight, and it's the most vital one: experience.
As much as it pains me to agree there, Wade, you're right. Miz and Maurice have stood in the ring against some of the top power couples in wrestling at some of the biggest PLEs in WWE history, including Royal Rumble and WrestleMania.
And for as long as Punk and AJ have known each other off screen, they've only tagged together for a few brief matches on Raw. Training together is one thing, competing together is another. Punk and AJ are going to have to be fast learners tonight.
A lot of variables at play in this intergender tag match. All four competitors have been subject to mixed tag rules before, where the men could only fight the men and vice versa. But tonight, intergender fighting is allowed.
And I know both Maurice and AJ Lee have that chip on their shoulder. Maurice has always looked down on CM Punk and would love nothing more than hurting the best in the world. Let's not forget that AJ Lee used to be general manager of Raw, where Miz was a constant nuisance. Now she can let her frustration out without any fear of professional retribution.
Maurice is mostly known today for her reality TV work, but it's easy to forget that she was one of the most dominant competitors of the Divas era.
That she was, Michael Cole. Maurice was the first woman to ever hold the Divas title on more than one occasion, and for the majority of the title's history, she was the longest. CM Punk now connects with a Uranagi and textbook.
He lets his opponent out of a submission.
Yeah, but who knows what damage has been done. Oh, wicked kick to the lower back.
The Miz just getting beat down.
And CM Punk and AJ Lee are making the A-listers look like a couple of D-listers right about now.
Oh, a neck breaker.
You know what? I'm just going to say it. I believe CM Punk is jealous of The Miz.
Come on, Wade, jealous? Miz is a Grand Slam champion, sure, but Punk has accomplished even more in WWE.
We can compare resumes all day, Cole, but consider this. Everything Punk wanted to do, Miz did first. Miz joined the main roster first. Miz was the face of WWE first. Miz was doing the late-night talk show circuit first. Miz main evented WrestleMania first, and after tonight, quick tag in the corner. Now some double-team offense incoming. From the top rope, and unfortunately for the It couple, CM Punk and AJ Lee are completely in the driver's seat now.
Boom! Punk has said on multiple occasions that he doesn't respect The Miz or how he got his start in WWE. I'm sure AJ Lee feels the same about Maurice.
Punk and Lee got into WWE the traditional way, by competing on the independent circuit.
This could be it. Cover.
Two.
There it is. Punk and AJ get the win.
Here are your winners, AJ Lee and CM Punk.
And what may be one of the most emotional wins of their collective careers, CM Punk and AJ Lee proved themselves tonight. For Lee, she proved she deserves to be back on top of the women's division after a long hiatus. For Punk, he proved he's the true face of WWE. And even though his biggest battles were on his own, and Punk famously said that he's not here to make friends, this industry is what gave him what matters most, his family.
CM Punk has had so many knives put in his back, so many acrimonious splits when it comes to those who ride for...